dating games. Who is she? Okay, who is she? Who is the girl that you are dating? Who is the girl that you just met on Hinge and you're trying to figure out who is she? Who is she? See, right here we have three players. We have an all-time point guard, CP3. See, the most important thing about CP3 is he's one of the best. Is that girl that you're talking to one of the best? Is she holding out on skills and talents that you do not know? Here's the most important thing about these girls that are usually they CP3s, right? They have, you guys know what a CP3 is. She's been around the block. She's been around the block. The best thing that I can really attribute to understanding the girl that you're talking to is how many teams has she played for. So usually we know by the characteristics of these girls that they're either happy, they're giddy, they come off this logic of saying, well, yeah, like they do. Those are the type of girls that we're playing with. We see these girls on the internet all the time because they have so much of, and that's the important thing about CP3. CP3 has a lot. He's like one of the best point guards in the league. But how many teams has he actually been around? Just to go back to that same team that they've been messing with. This is how you actually understand how to maneuver between girls that are like CP3. When you guys interact with these girls, you see the signs. Okay, what are the signs? Is she happy? Is she always like trying to duck your questions? Are these girls ducking your questions? Are these girls interacting with you and showing you the best side that they want to until things go wrong, until they get hurt? They show their worst side. Are they just giddy all the time? Are they trying to run away from the past? When they don't even know they're present, that they're messing with you? This is what you have to understand. Because even if this girl that you're messing with, she already has elite ball knowledge. She knows what to do with number 1. She went through number 1, came to number 2, came to number 3, came to number 4, came to number 5, which is you. If you do not know how to maneuver with a CP3, you will get lost in a sauce. This is why you have to vet. If you're not vetting, you will end up being the last person. It's that girl, majority of the time, they secretly know that they're going through this path of guys. But they know the one that actually broke their heart, this girl, she's eventually going to end up with that guy. But us guys don't recognize that this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. They already have elite ball knowledge. This is why a lot of guys like to say, it's just your time. It is only just your time. The more you understand that, the more you grow as an individual. This is why when you understand the vetting question that you have to ask her, how was your past relationships? If she ever says, I cheated, pack it up. Pack it up. Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up. Pack it up, pack it up, pack it up, pack it up. Pack it up, pack it up. You have to pack it up because the game's over with. You have now conquered the question. Here's another tactic for guys that you don't know if this girl that you're talking to is a CP3. Here's the most important. When a girl asks you, what's your body count? A lot of guys love this question. When you say, well, body count really doesn't matter. You lower the tone. If she says, yeah, I only got like 3. Oh, wow. I'm surprised. Your reaction to that number has to be able to say, oh, I didn't know. Like, that's a low number. I thought it was, usually the girls that I mess with are usually like within the 40, 30 round. Now, they get comfortable. Now you start understanding how to maneuver with the CP3s. Because she now thinks, and she now assumes that he does. You're not a goofy. You're not a goofy because you played the game. Because you vetted her just to understand it was just my time. This is where you get to have fun. When you have fun, you're able to appreciate CP3 on your team because you're just there for the fun. But when you overdo your part, you lose it. Now, here's the most important thing. The LeBron James. These girls that we actually mess with, these LeBron James of the league, now we know we already vetted. They probably say they had a couple, I've been in long relationships. But we know these girls are role players. These girls usually are bringing back championships. They know how to cook. I know, I say it. They are pretty. You feel me? And at the end of the day, it's like, that's just the type of girl that, you go for. They hit and they check all the boxes. These are the girls that you usually ring. She's bringing back the ring every single time. So when she was in those conversations and she would tell you about her past, she was honest with you. She was usually telling you the truth. Because she was like, I'm just a relationship type of girl. These are the smooth ones. Because these are the girls that usually get screwed over by the guy. Because the guy doesn't understand what they have. They're not understanding how valuable she is to the team. This is why you have to understand, if this is the girl that you're messing with, oh my gosh. Yeah, she was a jumper. She was a jumper at first. She just wanted a ring. She just wanted to find a guy that could just swoop her up. These girls go under the cracks, but they are our goats. Those girls are our goats. But we cannot negate the fact that she has been a jumper and back to a jumper to go back to somebody that's going to give her. She's looking for the ring. She's a jumper. If it's not there, she's going to leave. That's also credibility. So guys, you have to understand, are you messing with the LeBron James of the girls? Is she a LeBron James? Because at the end of the day, even though she's the perfect girl that you want, if she does not see the potential in you, she will jump ship just to get another girl or just to get in another system to get that ring. But these girls of the league, they want to be the greatest. That's why they have so many good qualities. They worked on their craft so much that they realize the next person I'm gonna be with, I want to get ringed up. I want to get ringed up. I want to be the greatest. These are the most important girls. But I'm not missing the GOAT of all the GOATs. Is she a Michael Jordan? Is this girl pure at heart? Because at heart, she only wants you. It's super hard to understand these girls because these girls have been through certain things. These girls have been all-timers their entire life. They knew they were that girl. She knew that when she was born, her father instilled good things into her. You gotta treat a man like this, you gotta treat a man like this. How do you spot? We already know, majority of the times when we're vetting, we're always gonna vet each and every single one of these girls. We're always gonna vet them. But through the vetting process, we understand she's not corrupt. Oh my gosh, she's not corrupt. So what happens to the guys? You guys usually get this girl. And why would you want to corrupt her? You know what happens? You get these girls, right? You find her pierced. She's under a rock. She's been the greatest, but you're her first. You're her first. So the crazy thing about that is that since you're her first, she wants to win you rings. That's all she wants to do. She's everything that you could imagine. So what happens? You become this guy that gets this girl. You guys are in a long-term relationship. And then you guys do the thing that every person does. You get to a point in your relationship where she's like, man, I love this guy. I really want to be with this person. But I feel like things are just not clicking. This girl usually takes a break. I gotta find myself. I gotta see who I am without you. They go off, and it hurts because you don't want to see her go. You already saw the value that she's brought to you. And then she realized the grass wasn't greener. I didn't like retirement. I didn't like the fact that I had to go find myself to be without you. And this is the girl you keep around because she recognized she didn't want to do what she wanted to do. She came back to you. She came back to you because at the end of the day, you were her championship. You were her championship, brother. She wanted you. And she decided to come back to you because you were always the prize. You were always the prize. That's how great we have when we find these. These are rare. You know, finding the Michael Jordans of the league are a rare commodity because they want to stick with only one team and only be with that one team to get the rings and the championships. These girls want to see the team build. These girls are there for you. This is why it's important for us guys to recognize what type of girl is she. If she's just going to jump around from team to team, yeah, she's appreciated, but she's just trying to see, she's doing this to forget about her ex. But eventually getting to her ex when she's in her 30s or settling down. Or is she a LeBron? She's been around the team. She understands the game. I've been in this relationship. I've been in this relationship. And she gets to you. And if you're not that person that's going to give her that ring, she's going to jump ship to another team to understand and say, this is my value that I bring. And she's going to do all these different things. But are you dealing with the Michael Jordan of the dating game? These girls are rare. Us guys have to recognize, yes, it is faulty. Yes, it sucks. When they say, I gotta go find myself. Yes, it sucks. I gotta see if I'm really honest. But a girl that does not do anything, that says, well, I'm just taking time for myself to see who I am without you, and then coming back to say, I was wrong. I need you. You have to be strong. You have to be strong in your mentality to understand it's just a time game. It's just a time game. But do not get it mixed up for a Michael Jordan for a CP3. Because this girl will literally say, I just need to find time for myself. I just need to find time. Brother. The time that she's spending on herself is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is why it's super important to vet. If you don't vet, you will mix this Michael Jordan with CP3 and expect the grass is to begin. As soon as she touched that grass, as soon as she touched that grass, I'm telling you, she's gonna be moving faster than a look. You gotta recognize that. So it's super important to understand where you are and what type of girl is she. Because the girls that want to win championships are gonna take accountability for their actions. A girl's past is gonna show that it's not something that I took for granted. It's something that I cherished. It's something that my father built inside of me. But you, at the end of the day, as a guy, you gotta recognize recognize how to hold the championship. You are the championship. You are the franchise. So you have to have the things that franchise need, that you need. You have to have those things. You have to present those qualities. And this is where a lot of guys mess up, is because when you present your qualities to these girls, it's not that you found a good specimen. You're talking good. You're speaking wrong, good terms and everything. But you guys lose sight. You lose sight because you guys will lose the sauce while enabling this. When she says she needs time, brother, you have to figure out a way to you gotta lock back in. You gotta lock back in, and you gotta wait it. But here's the time. When you go through your vetting periods and you're trying to wait because she's trying, you know you have a good girl, you know who you're dealing with, that she's not a CP3 or a LeBron James, and you're dealing with a one-of-a-one, truly, buckle back and buckle down to understand that this is just a moment in time. Do not let it break your heart. Go harder on building your franchise. Because the time when she comes back, you're going to win 3 more. And it's going to be even more exciting for you. So at the end of the day, understand who she is. You do not want to deal with a CP3 that just bounced team to team. You may like a LeBron James. These 2 qualities are good qualities. But if you're not ready for a LeBron James, because this is the top tier. This is top tier. This is franchise. This is that player. But you have to be ready, because if you're not ready, she will jump trip. But if you find that one-on-one, you gotta cherish that gem. You gotta perfect it. You gotta build on your franchise, because she's your all-time player. Class closed.